Fuck the police. Sonic the Hedgehog, bitch.
Oh hey, glitches.
Then you got Knuckles, who's gangsta.
Learn to aim. Oh god.
Hello. And
Oh hey, I
welcome
saw
to
that in
the,
another
first
video.
Episode of fuck, I forgot the name of the show.
Yeah,
To entertain myself, I
got
turned on
this.
the closed
Video
caption in
games
this
are
video.
Yeah, that's gaming is dead.
Gaming is dead.
That's the name of it. I'm Haberman.
Yeah, gaming is dead, guys.
Yeah, I know what I'm looking at. I
Gaming is
can
dead,
get it out
guys.
from the title.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Gaming is
Glad
dead,
Being
guys.
loved
We
by
said
many,
so.
Hated by even more, and for good reason, we believe. And we're not just talking the.
Oh hey, I
games,
saw that in
because
another
everyone
video
knows
too.
those suck.
Hey, guess where we got
We're
this
talking
footage
about
from,
the
guys?
Genesis games.
We're talking about all of them.
Yeah, we're talking about
Bet you
the
it's not
beloved
their footage.
Genesis games, the 16-bit Sonic the
Of course
Hedgehog.
it isn't.
And well, that
Of course,
wasn't
everything
good
in this
either,
video is completely original,
because it
regardless
wasn't.
of whether or
And
not
if
it
you think
actually
was,
is.
You're an idiot.
You say 16-bit, I don't believe they were 16-bit. I don't care what Sega claims, because the games didn't look as good as what was on the Super Nintendo anyway.
What?
Graphics.
And you use Yoshi's Island as the example?
I don't mean like.
Yeah, well, that was the point.
Oh,
I
they
don't-
look
yeah,
as good
they
as the
kind of
Super
were
NES games. Their port's
They
not
were
16-bit.
two-dimensional, but
Neither
what I
game was
saw
really lauded for their
there was
realistic
just no
graphics.
depth to the graphics.
That's not really a
Stupid
person.
graphics, everything looks
on the
flat.
Super Nintendo, where you had things kind of sticking out. It was that effect.
Which
Things were
Genesis
kinda
did not
sticking
have.
out, just
To
kinda
be fair,
sticking
the
out.
Genesis came out while the NES
They're not
was
supposed to stick
before the
out.
Super
Yeah, they're not
NES,
supposed to
I think
put
there was
effort
a
into the
solid
backgrounds at
year
all.
Or two before NES finally moved on to Super NES.
They didn't put any
Genesis
effort
did
into the
try
backgrounds.
to, combat Nintendo with the Sega
That's the
32X
32X.
CD add-on. We all know how those went over.
Blast processing.
Oh god.
But despite that, I mean, the flagship series
Blast
was always
processing.
Sonic the Hedgehog. They always compared to Mario. And even
Yeah,
when it
we've
was,
all heard
Mario
that
World
joke
was
before.
supposed to Mario 3
God.
versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Even it was Super NES.
Old
versus
joke
Sonic,
is
but
fucking
they still
old.
kept on pushing Sonic as their mascot, and I don't think they had good reason to.
Sonic was one of the first
They
examples
have
of
good
just
reason to push
taking
Sonic the
same
Hedgehog.
sprites and modifying them.
Who could the mascot? Who else could it have been?
Yeah, that's
The
that is
game
popular.
sold reasonably
forgot
well.
Sonic the
The
Hedgehog.
90s.
course.
Look at the graphics between Sonic 2, then Sonic CD was literally Sonic the Hedgehog 2 graphics. They didn't change them at
No,
all.
they weren't.
Then they finally
What?
changed them in Sonic 3.
They were
They were
different.
Some sprites. They reused some sprites, but there were a lot of them that were new.
The only sprites that were the same were Sonic
It's smoother, I'll
sprites.
give it that. It's not like this.
Those
Yeah,
were the
but
same as in
even then,
Sonic.
he had a ton of new sprites because the
But they make it sound
How
like
do you
it's the
screw up like
best
that
fucking
again?
animation ever seen. It's the best goddamn 2D side-scrolling game ever made. Blah blah blah.
It's the
Well,
best
I've heard the
goddamn
argument
2D
that,
game
players are just
ever
running way
made.
too
Blah
fast
blah
to
blah.
appreciate
The
the
graphics
graphics.
I'm ready.
And I think that's worth debating because for all the talk
Hey, look
about
at Therio.
Sonic, the fastest thing alive.
The cartoon might have declared that he was the fastest thing alive, but the games certainly weren't. The only thing that was fast about the Sonic series was how fast they put out the fucking sequels.
You're joking,
How-
right?
how-
You had Sonic, and you had Sonic 2, then you had Sonic.
Mario
you had Sonic
franchise
Forward,
got
no
sequels.
less,
Play
which
it.
was
If
the same
you
goddamn
suck
thing
at the
all
game,
over
of
some
course you're
smaller
not going to be
platform.
fast.
I'm talking about though just
Oh hey guys, the
speed-wise.
Master
I mean,
System
look at
games
the
were just the
original Sonic
same.
Hedgehog. I mean, here it is, blast processing at its
I
finest.
like how they claim,
Yeah,
okay,
Green
they're
Hill Zone,
pumping
there
the
were some,
sequels
like,
out
weird
really
places where
quick.
you had, like, a lot
But
of
so did
versions
the
running
Mario
forward,
The
franchise.
you had all those
90s, they're
things
doing
that
things in
jump forward. Second
2D.
level of the game, Marble Hill Zone.
Is it me or they are
what the fuck?
just repeating
Okay, Marble
themselves
Hill
now?
Zone.
They've gone
this
into
is
a
the second
review.
level, and
I don't even think they're
immediately it
repeating
becomes
themselves,
a
man.
platformer.
I think they're
And
just
not just
repeating
the
what
ones right
they've
level,
heard from
you're going to
everyone
the left
else.
and right. You're pushing blocks into lava and surfing them across these beds of like.
Okay, so now
this
they're
is
bitching
running
that
really
they're
fast.
fixing
Sonic
Yeah,
Hedgehog.
with these
How
rows
stupid
Oh,
of
that puzzle is so
controls.
bullshit. I never
It
could
was that
figure
there was
that
no
out.
friction. You slid everywhere.
You push
No,
a
that's
block.
you're sliding all over
Why the
place.
fuck do you have to
They
push a
said
block?
It's the speed of Sonic and things like
Oh
that.
no!
But no,
Now-
no, no,
now they are
what
complaining
that
about
was
the
is just
sliding.
crippled controls.
No,
You
that's
slide
called
more in
sacrificing
No,
Super
that was
Mario
stupid.
Brothers.
That wasn't
Okay.
crippled controls, that was you being stupid.
Speed, though.
I was playing.
Most of the games that I can recall having terrible platforming controls did the exact same thing. Had platforms you land on, and you would slide from left to right because it would have
No,
there
you
was no
just suck.
precision in
You're
how you
pressing
would jump
back
or
when you
land.
want to go forward, you
jumping
idiot.
puzzles in a game that
It's
tries
a
to
Sonic
By the
keep
way,
it super
where are you
fast
expecting
paced,
to
but
go?
then again, like you're running forward.
In Super
the next thing
Mario
you know,
Brothers, you
you're
slid off
waiting
the
for a
platform.
block
Oh,
to
you always
magically
slid off the
fly, hover
platform
into
as
the
well.
sky high
So
enough for you
is
to
that a
punch another
bad
platform, so you can
platformer
jump
now?
onto the platform, and
Because
it's an endless cycle.
It's
And,
a bad
you need to
platformer
forget
because the
the whole
graphics have no
underwater
depth.
bit, where
Did you
you could
forget
drown
that
to
argument?
death very easily if you fell in the water.
Yeah, aquatic ruin zone.
Oh
They're
really?
not
Can you
16
drown
too?
if you're in
Yeah.
water?
Bingo.
drowning to death.
Yoshi's
in a
Island
fucking retro
forever.
game. It just boggles my mind why they tried to implement realism in a goddamn retro game.
I mean, if
Oh,
I remember
now
anything
they are
about Sonic,
complaining
it's a
about
goddamn
realism.
Sonic when you
Retro
were
game.
lost
They
to
were
him,
trying to be
man.
retro
They
when the
did.
game
That's all I remember about Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Literally, that's the most
It's called
memorable
variety.
thing, because
They,
I died
they
so many
just want
fucking
to
times
make
at that
every
point. It was like,
stage different.
I got fed up and I was
Doesn't
tired
that
of it.
make
What
sense?
did I do? I went back and I played fucking Mario.
Well, now
Mario.
the newest song about
Mario,
Sonic is
Mario,
that
Mario.
Sky.
Oh, don't diss that song. That song is so good.
Oh
Crush
no,
40,
my ears.
I think
Is that some
You
Sum
see-
41
what the-
bullshit?
they're the alternative rock new metal group that's been doing
New
music
metal
for
fucking
Sonic
sucks.
since
I hate
Sonic.
new metal.
They've
They
had a May.
stopped paying the.
Why don't they
You see,
just
all
reboot
this you're
Sonic?
seeing here has no depth,
residential music
according to
that
these
was.
people.
They hired this shitty alt rock.
Crush 40 is
metal
pretty
band to
good.
start
It's
doing
just
None of these
the
graphics
newest.
And
have
they did a
any
lot of songs
depth
for Shadow the
whatsoever.
Hedgehog.
Don't you mean
Oh,
emo
shut up,
Wristlet
man.
the Hedgehog?
Great game.
Just let the
And,
graphics
you know, which
thing
brings
go.
us to Sonic 4. Something I think we should touch upon here. They didn't
Oh,
use
dear.
Crush 40. They didn't use Crush 40 for Sonic 4. They went back to MIDIs for Sonic 4. Sonic 4 is that's the only thing they did. That's the only real callback to it, because the rest of the game is just
Middies, I
bullshit. I mean,
actually more
it's
think they went back
not
to
as fast as
synthesizers.
No,
Sonic.
Sonic
It's
4
not
was
just
good,
as
you're
fast.
just
It's even
a
slower
fucking
than
idiot.
Genesis.
So basically, Sega did exactly what Nintendo's doing.
It's these janky ass.
What?
3D
Sega
graphics
did
on
exactly
2D
what Nintendo's
backgrounds, like
doing.
in Super Mario,
Which is
Bros.
trying to make
It's
money.
Probably a good
like,
strategy.
let me put it this way: if Sonic the Hedgehog 4,
But as
were
we all
a
know,
platform
originality is
any
what
other
dominates the
character
market,
in
and
any
what
other game
dominates the market is
universe,
first-person
no one
shooters.
kicking up half the shit about it would just be another generic platform. But the fact that it's Sonic.
Yeah,
doing
if
this
it's
generic
if it weren't
platformer,
Sonic,
something
it'd
makes it
just be
notable?
another generic
Wait, it makes
platformer.
it
Well, if
notable
Super
to
Mario
the
Galaxy
goddamn furries.
didn't start
And
with
our
Mario,
To, Sega's aiming
What
would
the
also be
fuck
just
is
fine.
this?
I need to have to put fan art in this, seriously.
New game that comes out, playing up the romance angle.
Okay, I
Hey,
just have
here's,
to. I have
Princess,
to say this.
Ellie,
I
or
was
whatever her
not
name is
a
in Sonic.
part
Let's
of
watch
this
them get it
bullshit.
on. Hey, here's Knuckles. He's going
Okay.
through more of the bad.
And they can't even get the
This
names
is
right.
horrible.
Too. Like, let's just randomly pick out fucking. Let's look at the elemental chart or something. And randomly pick names.
What sounds really slutty? Rogue? Yeah, that's perfect. Do it. Toss it in. Tycho, that sounds tribal. Exotic. Do it.
I've never even heard of this
Cream?
character.
Oh, I
Who
know.
is-
I'm gonna cream in there. Yeah, put her in there too. Why not?
Oh, he's got more than one tail?
Come on.
Like, real creative there, Sonic Team.
And it all comes back to like the original Genesis games.
Fan art!
The Genesis games, as shitty as they were, I mean.
Oh
they did
boy, I
one
wonder, does he get hit by the
characters. In the
swinging
beginning, it
ball
was Sonic
thing?
and Eggman, and then you go to the second game.
I knew
No, it
it!
wasn't Eggman. It was Dr. Robotnik. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it became
That's retarded.
Eggman.
In
Just
Japanese
like with,
version,
Princess
he was
Toadstool.
called Japanese Eggman from the start.
Bowser.
I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't know you were a Sonic purist.
No, I'm just saying
My
it
bad.
makes no fucking sense, and both companies have done this. They change the names of things out of nowhere.
No, they
decided,
just
we're gonna
corrected
Because
the
James
name.
Eggman's
Eggman's
out of
more
Who are
nowhere.
both companies?
Bullshit, because it has no depth.
Free,
Shut up, God.
Putting into the latest
Just let the
They
graphics
fucked up
thing
in the
go.
dark room, and they just left it and they said the hell with it.
whatever.
Oh, this song kicks. This song kicks ass.
Editor's
It
note
makes no
slammed in
fucking
there.
sense.
What
It
am I
drives me
watching a
nuts.
subtitled version of
Yeah,
this
back
video
to the
now?
Games. I mean, they first added Tails that went over real well, then they added Knuckles in the next one because they felt an
Editor's note, I
obligation to
did
keep
this
on
because
adding
of
all
this
these fucking
reason.
Characters. Next thing you know, we're 50 characters deep.
Yeah, get hit.
All because
You know,
instead of
normal
innovation,
people would have
adding
killed
new
this
gameplay
boss
elements,
like
they just add
2
new
minutes ago.
characters, and that's all they thought to do.
Yeah, because you know what? You know what Sonic really is a fucking masturbation toy. That's
Well, that's what it
all
is. It's Amy. Look at Amy's rack.
I'd rather not.
What?
What?
Sonic's
What?
Beat, look at the latest one. Where she's suddenly a C-cup now? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Come
even know
on.
Hedgehog's
You
had
know
those.
that's Rouge.
Yeah, because
You know that's Rouge, a stick.
completely different character. I think she's a tarot reader
Yeah,
or something
indeed.
like that. A psychic. I don't know.
I don't
could've
have
sworn
any
she was a
idea
psychic
what
or
you
something
different
at
men
first,
fucking
and then they
talking
just
about.
decided to change it for whatever fucking reason.
She's a Japanese schoolgirl.
Nice.
You know, wearing like this really conservative dress.
Nice
Now she's in,
work
like,
on
this
the
mini skirt
whole
and
video
these slut
thing.
boots, and
You
it's-
really got everything
Oh,
in
Indy
cover.
for
Franchise
Fusion makes another
Hedgehogs.
joke about the
It's like
graphics.
every other cast member. It's like Pokemon. The characters are getting sluttier and
What?
sluttier as the
What the
years
fuck?
progress.
That is a point. Low punny, you know, I'd put it up in there. That's all I'm gonna say about Low punny.
Oh, gee, now
Jules,
we're
agree?
comparing it to Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I agree.
In the worst possible way.
Me too. Mark, consensus.
I have no words for this.
That's okay. Consensus reached. Low punny, we want to put it in you. So, you know, if there's a Lopunny,
Do I need to say anything there?
Swing by our offices because you know we started
So
with
what are
Sonic,
they going
you know,
on
we
again?
got the hots for
What are they
Hedgehog.
going on about
Then
now?
Cream comes out.
I don't
now
know,
we
I
got
think
this
they're
rabbit
furries.
fetish going on. So now we need Lopani up in this, so we can put it up in here.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
on the subject of consensuses, can we also read the consensus?
By the way, nice emulator recorded footage.
Never good. And that it didn't take Sonic
point.
Adventure to make
I thought this game was pretty good.
Sonic the Hedgehog and the Sega Genesis.
It was.
What the hell is Sonic
It's never
Purple?
good. It's just like fucking Sony with their goddamn series like Resistance and fucking.
Goddamn Sony.
The reason they're doing that is because it's not
Well,
as
I like how he
they can't
mentioned
admit to it, and
Killzone
it's the
here.
only game
He
they got on the system
reviewed
that even comes
Killzone 2 and he
close, so
thought
they
it
keep
was a good
raving
game.
about it endlessly.
Exactly, Sonic the Hedgehog.
The fuck is he on
Sega chose
about?
Sonic is their mascot on the Genesis, and they rolled with it. And he should have never attracted the fan base he had.
He should have
Well,
never
because of
attracted
fucking
attention.
Anthropon, But, you know, besides that, nobody fucking likes
Like
that
I'm
series.
doing right now.
Yeah, all the old fans are gone. None of them who were around in 1991.
All the old
who owned
fans
a
are gone.
Genesis
Remember that.
around.
All
None of the old fans were around in
No, they've
1990.
gotten jobs and fucking lives instead of sitting in their goddamn basement.
I got news for you. When a fucking
Like
what was it,
you.
ABC or NBC cartoon based off the Sonic games can become better than the Sonic games.
Oh, I
are
wonder where this
after,
came
what,
from.
10 years or something with storyline and everything else like that.
Gee,
When
I
a
certainly
cartoon
know.
Totally.
bypass the actual game, the original.
It's kind of funny that they're using
quote.
Even
this
nostalgia
version, not
critics
the other
ever
one.
to at least get
Sad
the
but
fucking
true.
logo
I will
out.
say without a shadow of a doubt,
Why the hell are
that
Suddenly
Super
Mario
is a way better game.
Yes, third consensus.
they're
let's all
complaining
agree that
about
Mario is better game
storyline?
than
I
Sonic.
mean,
I'll
Oh, hey,
agree with
I think I
the little
recognize this from a
title note on
TAS.
until he went into outer
Game of
space
Man.
and did all this crazy shit on the side.
Oh, that's a subject for another.
Dude, it's
episode,
Sonic.
because this
Talk
has
about
gone way
Sonic.
too
Stop
long.
comparing it to
This is
fucking
not-
Mario.
This is YouTube video.
It's like in Conan.
Don't you know they're still trying to live in the past and they're trying to compare Mario to Sonic and all that? Hence why
No, what
gaming
they're
is
doing
dead.
is fucking
Because Sonic
console.
lost.
It ended like.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna
Okay,
stop
games
it.
made it again.
Known as Beyond Me. Beyond who? Beyond who? You've got 3 people on the commentary.
Anyone who would claim trash like that as their own. Yeah,
Well,
that-
that sucked.
yeah, that footage is totally trash. That's why I decided to use it in my video to try and make a point that I don't even know what it is.
yeah,
Other
that,
than Mario was better than Sonic.
that was pretty terrible. To be
That
honest.
sucked. I think Sonic's a good game. Sonic is a pretty cool guy.
No, and then there was a comment about Amy's breast and then how he wanted to put it inside Lopunny. What the fuck has to be wrong with you? I just totally froze up when he said that.
Sonic
because
was a
what
god.
can you?
Just
What else can you say about that?
Maybe if it were human, but besides that, no.
I mean, sure. Given we know furries exist, I mean we've done videos on that, but they're not saying it out loud with their voice. Is the point I'm trying to make here?
Yeah, okay.
Somehow that just makes it like 10 times worse.
I don't know why they call the series Gaming is Dead if every episode is going to be dedicated to bashing a game series.
No, you want to know why gaming is dead? It's because you keep making shitty videos like this.
It's gaming is dead, as I said earlier. Gaming is
people
dead
like
because
you.
originality dominates the market, and since originality dominates the market, the most popular genre is the first-person shooter. And because first-person shooters are not very original, we
Yet they
obviously have
sell.
something
Yeah,
of a
about
hypocrisy
that.
problem here.
There's still a
Yeah,
bunch
I
of-
agree. Modern Warfare 2 sucks.
There's still a bunch of games out there that are pretty original, but they barely ever get noticed. Is the problem?
They barely, they barely
no.
ever get noticed because of Activision and their advertising budgets.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really all about perspective. If you played mainly first-person shooters, of course you're going to know the difference between the first-person shooters. And if you play it competitively, of course you're going to know the differences down to a competitive level. Excuse me.
Yeah, I
Whereas-
remember that.
Whereas
comment.
those guys will look at fighting games and say, "Oh, Mortal Kombat is the same as Street Fighter," which it isn't. Saying that Modern Warfare 2 is like
gun against my head.
so it's just ignorant.
Yeah. Oh no,
love how
what
we.
the fuck are you?
Just perspective.
I love how we.
Also,
You know
yeah.
about the Robotnik and Eggman thing. The casual the also never mind. I'm retarded.
Yeah, the Robotnik and
Robotnik.
Eggman.
Eggman.
Yeah,
It
that's
pisses me
Robotnik.
off.
I mean, the first game he was called Robotnik in the US and Europe, but in Japanese, the original games were always called Eggman.
You know
Yeah,
why he's
he
called
was all-
Eggman in Japanese? Because I dare you to try and spell fucking Robotnik in katakana.